Look at this cat. Can you tell if it's a lost pet or a wild animal? Most people can't, but the answer reveals whether that cat misses a home, wants your help, or sees you as a predator. And here's the shocking part. One tiny period in a kitten's life determines which of those two futures it will have forever. Today we're uncovering the hidden difference between feral and stray cats, and it's far bigger than most people realize.
There is a cat sitting outside your local convenience store right now. You have probably walked past it 100 times. You have probably called it a stray. But here's the thing, it might not be. And the difference between what that cat is and what you assumed it was matters more than most people realize. Not just for the cat, for how we treat it, whether we should approach it, whether it can ever live inside a home, and whether the life it's living right now is one it chose or one it was born into. Most people use the words feral and stray like they mean the same thing. They don't. They describe two completely different animals, with different histories, different relationships to humans, and different futures. And once you understand the distinction, you'll never look at an outdoor cat the same way again. The stray cat. A stray cat is a pet cat that has lost its home. It was born in a house. It grew up around people. It knows what a human hand means. It knows what a food bowl looks like. It knows the sound of a door opening and what usually comes after. At some point, something went wrong. It got lost. It was abandoned. Its owner moved and left it behind, and now it's outside, in a world it was never built for, trying to survive with instincts that were mostly domesticated out of it. Stray cats are often visibly confused. They hover near humans without quite approaching. They look at you with an expression that isn't fear exactly. It's recognition. They know what you are. They remember what you meant. They're just not sure anymore whether you're safe. Given time and patience, most stray cats can be brought back inside. The socialization is still there. It's just gone quiet beneath the noise of survival. Give it food consistently. Give it space. Give it time. And in most cases, that cat will come back to you, because it was never really gone. The feral cat. A feral cat is something else entirely. A feral cat was born outside. It has never lived in a home. It has never been handled by a human. It didn't lose its domestication. It never had any. Its mother was wild, or close to it. And the world it was born into had no doors, no food bowls, no human hands offering anything safe. Feral cats are not lost pets. They are not confused. They are not waiting to be rescued the way a stray is waiting. They are fully functioning wild animals operating on the edges of human civilization, and they are extremely good at it. They hunt. They navigate territories. They form complex social colonies with their own hierarchies and communication systems. They do not need us. And here's the part that surprises most people. If you approach a feral cat, it won't look at you with recognition. It won't hover hopefully near your feet. It will vanish. Not because it's shy, because to a feral cat, a human being is a large predator. And the correct response to a large predator is to disappear. The window that closes. This is where the science gets genuinely fascinating and a little uncomfortable. In cats, there is a developmental window called the socialization period. It runs from approximately 2 to 7 weeks of age. During this window, a kitten's brain is actively deciding what is safe and what is dangerous, what belongs in the world and what does not. If a kitten has regular positive contact with humans during this window, it encodes humans as part of its normal world. Safe, familiar, worth approaching. If it doesn't, if those 7 weeks pass outside away from human hands, with only its mother, its litter mates, and the sounds of the street, that window closes, and it doesn't reopen. This isn't a matter of patience or effort. Researchers and animal behaviorists have confirmed that a cat born and raised without human contact during that critical period will never be fully comfortable around people. You can tame a feral cat to some degree. With months or years of careful, slow work, some feral cats will tolerate proximity. A few will even accept being touched. But the deep wiring, the encoding that tells a domestic cat that humans are safe, simply isn't there. The brain built itself around a different world, and that construction is permanent. How to tell them apart. So you're standing outside that convenience store. How do you actually know which one you're looking at? The clearest signal is body language. A stray cat, even a frightened one, will usually make eye contact. It may approach and retreat. It may meow. Domestic cats develop the meow almost entirely as a communication tool for humans. Feral cats almost never meow at people. They communicate with other cats through scent, posture, and touch. Vocalizing at a human simply isn't part of their language. Makes eye contact. May meow, likely a stray. Silent. Avoids eye contact. Disappears, likely feral. Approaches slowly, then retreats. Possibly a stray relearning trust. Hisses or spits without provocation. Almost certainly feral. There's also the matter of condition. Stray cats often look like they're having a hard time. Because they are. They weren't built for the outdoors. Their coats get rough. They lose weight. They look like something went wrong. Because something did. Feral cats, by contrast, often look remarkably healthy. Well-fed, clean coats, alert eyes. They're in their element. The outdoors isn't a hardship for them. It's home. The colony. Feral cats don't live alone. This is one of the most misunderstood things about them. They form colonies, stable social groups built around a core of related females, mothers, daughters, sisters. They share territory, share food sources, and cooperate in raising kittens. A colony has a structure, a hierarchy, members who have known each other their entire lives, who groom each other, sleep together in the cold, and mourn when one of them disappears. Research has found that these colonies can maintain territories for years, even decades. Remove the cats and the territory doesn't stay empty. New cats move in to fill the ecological niche. This is called the vacuum effect, and it's the reason simply trapping and removing feral colonies doesn't work as population control. Nature fills the gap. Which is why the most effective intervention is something that sounds counterintuitive until you understand the science. It's called Trap-Neuter-Return, or TNR. The cats are trapped humanely, neutered or spayed, and then returned to their territory. The colony stays intact. The vacuum effect is avoided, but the population stops growing. Over time, it shrinks naturally as cats age and die and are not replaced. Studies from cities that have implemented large-scale TNR programs have shown measurable reductions in feral cat populations over periods of 5 to 10 years. Not elimination, reduction. Managed, humane, evidence-based reduction. Neutered cats can often be identified by a small notch cut in the tip of one ear during surgery, a mark called the ear tip. If you see an outdoor cat with a notched ear, it has already been through the system. Someone already cared enough to do something. The question people avoid. Here's the part of this conversation most people prefer to skip. Feral cats kill wildlife. Billions of birds and small mammals every year. They are an invasive predator in many ecosystems, introduced entirely through human activity, and they are extraordinarily effective hunters. The ecological damage is real and significant. This doesn't make feral cats villains. They didn't choose to be born outside. They didn't choose the ecosystems they were placed in. They're doing exactly what cats do, in places humans put them. The moral complexity belongs to us, not to them. But it does mean the answer isn't simply to leave them alone. The answer has to involve managing populations responsibly, for the cats, for the wildlife, and for the neighborhoods they share with us. Every outdoor cat you've ever seen has a history, a specific history that determined everything about who it became. The stray was someone's cat once. It remembers warmth. It remembers hands. It isn't wild, it's lost. And lost things can sometimes be found. The feral was never anyone's cat. It was born into a world without doors, and its brain built itself accordingly. It isn't broken. It isn't waiting to be saved. It is exactly what its life made it. Fully, completely, irreversibly itself. Both of them end up outside that convenience store. Both of them are surviving, but they are not the same animal. They do not need the same things, and they will not respond to the same approach. So the next time you walk past that cat, the one you've always called a stray without really thinking about it, look at it properly. Does it look back? That answer tells you more about its life than almost anything else ever could.